try not to click so much so you don't hear it in the mic. But this is what I'm talking about. Look at this. Look at this. Spin this like a Beyblade, you know? Get some. These are more elves than I've had hot dinners, mate. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the battlefield. Siege Ryan here. We are playing some Pauper. We are playing Green-White Midnight Gond. I think that's what I'm calling it anyway. The Fable combo, split up with these prismatic strands in the middle. We are running Midnight Guard, so whenever another creature enters, untap this creature. And you whack this beautiful enchantment here. Enchant creature, when you tap the creature, you create a 1/1 green elf warrior. So the idea is this doesn't have summoning sickness. You put the aura on and you just go infinite like a little Beyblade. You just spin it constantly and you just make infinite elves and then you kill them with infinite elves, which is exactly what you want. I wanted to make this a faster deck and a more redundant deck. So what I've done is I've taken some elements out of White Weenie and also some really key cards from Green as well. And I kind of amalgamized some of the removal. So I'll just talk you through it. The lands are pretty stock. I wanted a lot of untapped lands, so that's why I'm running the essentially the Evolving Wilds that can tap for a colorless. And just a couple Radiant Groves so we can get it with the Generous M. But essentially, I'm running a lot of protection. So 4 Benevolent Bodyguards, 2 Standard Bearers as well. If you're familiar with that card, it's basically just Spell Skite, except with some other cool effects which just come up sometimes. 4 Lunarch Veterans, 4 Absence Pilgrims, so we can get the fast turn 3 combo if you want. And then, yeah, a couple Journey to Nowheres, and then this is kind of like the big core. So I'm just running 8 of these spells where you just reveal the top cards of your library and essentially look for a creature or an enchantment, because that's our entire deck. It is creatures and or enchantments, and if it's not that, it's either something that can be flashed back, like Battle Screech, Prismatic Strands, and also Lunarch Veteran can be technically flashed back. I know it's called Disturb, but it's just essentially the same thing. So we have this idea of working our way towards a combo for the Midnight Guard and Presence of Gond with these Rumbles and Commune with the gods. And then, yeah, on top of that, we have this pseudo other strategy of just making a lot of 1/1s. I was thinking in these videos anyway, and you'll see what we could maybe do a little bit differently. The first match that we play, I'll just quickly jump over to it. We're actually playing this version of the deck, which was just originally just more balls to the wall, get the combo down, not running the Absence Pilgrim, but I did cut some other bits here and there. So cut like a Journey to Nowhere, some Standard Bearers, cut the Thraben Charms, and then put the Absence Pilgrims in there. The sideboard's the same though. But yeah, this is more interaction. But then I realized I wanted an Absence Pilgrim just to shore over the mana. So yes, first match is that, and then we jump over to this, which I think is probably a better build for it currently. Anyway, if you do enjoy these videos, please feel free to like and subscribe. It does help the channel out a fair bit. And if you like seeing a little white creature card just spin around a bunch on Magic Online, this is definitely the video for you. I play all these videos, all these games, with Mana Traders. You can use my code word Siege Ryan in Mana Traders to get a little bit of money off after a couple of months as well. So let me know what you think about this deck. I'm probably missing 1 or 2 cards if you've played this deck in the past, but let's try and make this cute little tier 1 deck. Maybe we'll run it through a league if it's feeling good. Anyway, I'll see you in the first one. We're keeping this hand. It's not too bad. They're multi 4, so it's pretty sad for them. But they're playing Spy combos, so there you go. They didn't run much removal though, so maybe, just maybe, we can get there. We're just going to cycle now. We'll get a green-white, and then we practically have the combo there. Pass. Yeah, we'll just go Radiant Grove next turn. We definitely want to try and get this Rumble in play as soon as possible, so we can then hopefully either get a Gond and then get this third land cooking. Alright, we'll just go play tap land, so go. We'll do Rumble first because I want another land. If we Rumble and we get a Plains, then we can actually play like a Standard Bearer or something like that. And it looks like they're still just not playing much else. This Strands is also OP as well, so if we're able to set that up, then we're having a bit of a laugh. Right, back over to us. Okay, we draw Lunarch Veteran. Let's just do a Rumble. Let's try and hit that beautiful little Plains of ours. We do hit a Plains in a Presence of Gond, but hopefully we just find another Gond somewhere else, eh? And let's play the Lunarch Veteran. We should probably run some Jolted Awakes actually, but now we've got a Prismatic Strand, so yeah, I want to keep the Eldrazi spawn around so we can play this Midnight Guard, but it's going to be hard for them to get through a Strand, TBH. And in our turn we'll play... Okay, they're playing that. Battlements are the ones you kind of want to get rid of. Go over Strands as well, which is nice. Okay, let's just start with a Rumble and see what we hit. And we're likely just going to play this Midnight Guard. Okay, let's grab a Journey to Nowhere, and then we can double Journey maybe next turn. We gain a life, and let's play the Midnight Guard. Because if we draw a Gond off the top, then we can just go infinite, which is good. They don't, like I said, they don't run much removal in this deck, so in their deck. They just want to spy combo us, which I feel like we can beat quite easily. So we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. There's another battlement. That's cool. It activates on their stuff. Come on, let's just hit a Gond. Is that so hard? Presence of Gond. They are playing a lot of creatures, but they cannot spy combo us because of the strands. Okay, they get a bunch of creatures, wildlings, elves with deep shadow, what have you. Okay, land in my hand. Let's just commune first and see if we hit anything interesting. The creature stuff doesn't matter too much now. Let's grab, yeah, you know what, let's just grab. Now, let's grab more lands. Let's play, and we might even be playing this Ent at some point. So we'll play this. The other stuff doesn't matter. We want them not to be able to get rid of our creature, so we'll play that. And then, yeah, we're pretty deep now. We really do want to draw a Gond now. Yeah, maybe we should have grabbed it, eh? We're just pretty constricted on mana, though, you know. But I don't feel under pressure here. They can play the Ents, I don't mind. We got a Lunarch veteran. We can play our own Ent soon. And we can journey to nowhere that Ent anyway. Yeah, let's just journey to nowhere those. Hopefully we just rip a Gond off the top and then that's that. Make infinite 1/1s. Okay, deck. Another land. We have nowhere to really get stuff. Let's just get rid of these, the Ent and what have you. And the Wildling. We'll keep our generous Ent around because we might maybe play it at some point. We can't really attack, so we'll just... We could play this other Lunarch veteran, but let's just pass. That's okay. So now we want to land for our Ent or nothing else. I'll block that. I don't think that really matters. Okay, they're just getting back the thingamajig. Sure. Oh, that was the only creature in the bin. My bad. That doesn't really matter. They can get their generous Ent. That's not how we're winning this game. We really just need to try and draw. We've been through half our deck and we've seen one Gond, so we should be looking at getting the next one soon. You know what I mean? It's been long enough. All right, come on, deck. Give me a Gond or a way to get a Gond. That is not what I want. Maybe we're meant to even run a little bit of black in this deck so we can cycle through that stuff. Anywho, let's play this. Oh, no, let's just play our Ent. Play this, play an Ent, and now they can just bump against each other for the rest of time. Yep, our Midnight Guard does nothing as well. And that's that. There we go. They've got one card left. They can't spy combo us because of the Prismatic Strands. We're just waiting for a Gond. My Gond. What are we sideboarding if we do continue with this? They're just playing the Giant. Jesus. This is what it's come to. They're just hard casting a Giant and dealing one. Okay. We do need to find... I mean, we can still block quite easily though, which is nice. Oh, there it is. Okay. On to the Gond you go. See, we'll untap that. So it always yields to this. Oh, we have to stack this every time. Yeah, there we go. Okay. They've seen enough. There we go. All right. So this could be a little bit interesting. What I don't like, I mean, the Fervent Charm is still kind of nice. The Standard Bearers aren't that good. The Prismatic Strands are good against them. I don't want to cut too much of the chaff off. So do I want the Fairy Macabres? I kind of want that for Madness Burn though. Pulse. Maybe we just cut some Standard Bearers. I don't think these are as good. And we just bring in... I think we just go a little bit harder, to be honest, and do something like that. I don't think we need to bring the Macabres. We've got these Three Charms. Maybe just keep in 2 bearers and the Destroy Evils to handle the walls and their big creatures to try and just survive a little bit longer. I don't think we need the Pulse. And then hopefully we can just do exactly what we just did. I could run some just Avacyn's Pilgrims or something like that so we can play a Gond on turn 2. Yeah, this hand's pretty good. So we can go Rumble, an early Rumble, and we just get a Plains. And I'll probably just sack this Ant to go get something else as well. And let's just try and get a bloody... Oh, mate. They mulls are 6, so that's a little bit sad for them. Good old Land Grant. What's in their hand? Sacred Wildling, Fairy Macabre. Why are they running Fairy Macabre? We're not running any... Maybe... Well, they don't know that. I think our deck does need an Avacyn's Pilgrim, so we can go a lot faster. We can turn 3 people. Might make some adjustments for that. Alright, let's just cycle this now. Play this, sacrifice it, go get a Plains. Plains, Forest, let's get a Forest. Let's go. And yes, we'll just go, maybe we would go Destroy Evil. And then we can Rumble, Destroy Evil if we want to on the following turn. Play much else, so it makes me think I don't have another wall. So I'm just going to Destroy Evil this Wall of Roots now, because that also stops them from making a mana. Cast, destroy this. Oh, actually they can do it in response and then it fizzles. Well, let's just go Commune first, I guess, and try and hit. Okay, there's a Midnight Guard. We'll grab that. I'm not going to play the Midnight Guard just yet. We want to be able to play the... We're probably just going to go Rumble and then Bodyguard. That's absolute technology with the Wall of Roots there. Alright, they get another basic. 2 Swamps. Okay. Alright, so yeah, again, we're not going to play this Midnight Guard straight away. Let's just go Forest, Rumble, we'll try and get the Gond out. Come on deck, give me a Gond. There's a presence of Gonds, that's good. Okay, and then we'll play the Bodyguard. And just pass, I think. We could actually just... We'll see if we can cycle this quickly. Got 2 cards left, so I feel like we can just go Midnight Guard next turn and then just Presence of Gond it on the following turn. It feels like it's close enough. Yeah, let's just Forest Cycle this now. Oh, there's Forest Cycling themselves, fair enough. They're on the play. Let's just get a tapped, because we can just go Gond next to the Guard and then play the tap land, which I'm kind of happy with. I mean, they might just play Mesmeric Fiend, to be honest. But there's definitely a thing they can do. They can also just cast Spy combo and get us, but I think they have more lands in their deck. 2 cards left. Okay. Well, I'm just going to go land and play the Midnight Guard. Let's just try and finish this game off quickly. I went F6 because we need to do stuff with the Bodyguard, maybe. They are spying. I would have thought they had more lands in their deck. They do. That did not go as they wanted it to. So this should just, yeah, we've won now, essentially. Unless they draw another Spy. Okay, Thraven Charms, interesting. Let's just do a Gond. And it's funny, because we always play this Lunok Veteran to go infinite on life. Yeah, they're done there. There we go. Let's play another one. Alright, we're on the draw. I think we mull this, sadly. It doesn't really do a lot. This hand is somehow worse. We have to mull it again. Where's our lands? Alright, we're going to 4. Look, we've got the combo, we've got protection. So, what do we want to keep here? Get rid of Rumble. Keep Gond, keep Midnight Guard, keep 2 lands. And just try and... Try and get them with the W like this. Oh, this is not happening against a black deck. Oh no, they're playing sack. This could actually work. Alright, another Midnight Guard. Alright, let's just pass. My God, that fourth hand, that third hand was actually pretty good. Alright, this deck is sick. I love playing this deck. I play a lot at my locals. And you got a very fast clock as well. Let's just play the forest as they go. If they get me with a vampire, they get me with a vampire. They need to do it on turn 4 though, I think. There's the beetle. Yeah, so it looks like likely next turn. I mean, they can fire this off and then get him for a lot. Yeah. I don't have anything, bro. I'm sorry. So they go 1, 2, 3, 4. We did 9. Yeah, we're pretty dead next turn. Just be 9 and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Is technically not dead. We got 2 cards left. I would have loved to see that Abs's Pilgrim earlier, but let's just play this. See what they do. Here's my creature. Sometimes you just have to pray for Splinter to win. Oh yeah, the Old Village Rights, very good. Fantastic card. They do draw a couple new cards here, but I think they need rights, really. They can do, 2, 4, 6. I think they need to essentially plus this up, and then they can get him for a lot. We'll just block the mercenary token. If they have the plus 3, we're just cooked anyway, because that'll be like 3, so 1, and then so it'll be 8, 9. Before 5, 7. Yeah, we would be cooked there. So we just pray that they don't have the stamina. It's essentially what they need. They need stamina, the Shambler, and then sack it all. Okay. The beauty about the main deck version of this deck is that they don't run any removal spells. So if we just get to Gon them, we Gon them, bro. We Gon them good. Give them the presence of it. Create a 1/1 green elf warrior creature token. I mean, yeah, this makes you think that we're not dead here. This is 2/4. Pretty sure it's not lethal. You only get the 1. We just F6 through this. 1, 2, 3, 5, 2, 4, 6. I don't think it's lethal. Yeah. They needed. I thought they needed the stamina. Hell, maybe they do run. No? Okay. Is this a rights, is it? Oh, there you go. That's one way to do it. Alright, let's go to a game number 2. What are we running? I don't mind the... I mean, this Destroy was kind of nice. The Journeys do the same thing though as well. I think we're full combo wombo, so I like the strands. Let's just cut the Screeches. Let's not kid ourselves here. And a little bit more disruption I think is fine. I think we want to cut... Don't want to cut any of those. I think this is fine. Let's run it like this. I don't want all the Sunlancers. It's just here to hit the Beetles, you know, at the beginning of the game. We'll go first. Hopefully our was a little bit better. If we had a blocker, we would have probably done a lot better there. This hand is better. We will keep this. Shame I can't do a turn 2 Midnight Guard with how the lands go. I kind of tempted to just get a forest with this Deceptive Landscape and say go. I think no. Let's just do the tap land because the landscape we can just play untapped. All right, Nested Shambler. There it is. I think a Sunlance would be a very good draw. Destroy Evil. Interesting. I feel like there's a world that this Ant gets a lot better. Let's play the landscape. Let's play the Abyssin's Pilgrim. And then we can play 2/2 drops if we want to, or we could just play the Midnight Guard or something like that. And I'm happy with that. And hey, maybe we're playing this Ant for something. Who knows? Let me still pick up a forest with this Deceptive Landscape. Even though we can get a forest at the end. they would have some level of snuff outs or something like that for these midnight cards. Yep, so they're just playing all the 1/1s a man can dream of in for one. That's fair enough. I could block. I'm not going to, but I could. Just get a forest. Our turn. Standard bearer. Yeah, that's nice. Let's just go Rumble. Yeah, let's get Presence of Gond. Any order. And then we'll play the standard bearer. And then we can play the Midnight Guard. We probably just block something with the Eldrazi spawn and then play the Midnight Guard. Or actually no, we'll play the Midnight Guard and keep up Destroy Evil for Eternity. And then we'll keep up Presence of Gond. That is the best draw. That is what we're gonna do. Yeah, I like this idea because then we can destroy evil that if we need to. We just have to kind of feign that what we have with our creatures here. So I'm going to play the Midnight Guard. And then let's just keep up destroy evil and see what happens. 4 cards. That's sick. Yeah, that's a good card. It's a very good card. This is where I actually don't want to, because they can have the stamina on their hand. I think we just take this. This is absolutely nuts, but we can have infinite blockers next turn. And we will destroy evil the crap out of that. Even that infiltrator, to be honest. I think the thing is though, the rights, does rights steal it to the player? Just check what it says, because you might be able to deal it to a creature. Bear in mind with me here, sorry. Is it called rights? Yeah, right of consumption. To target player. Okay, so we can't do anything about that. Now we're definitely just hitting that blood throwing vampire for a lot, I think. So that's what we're going to do here. Just cast it now. Okay, they sent it back. So that's as far as I want to go. Cast, target this. 1, 2, Buckle Fashu. That's one way to wrath the board. They're probably thinking whether just to put to make this infiltrator huge. So they can attack with it and then infiltrate it or whatever. I'll just second it, makes sense. Okay, okie dokie. Yep, there's another Shambler. Alright, we're going to play our Presence of Gond. Because that's what we do. Gond it up. Gond style. Okay. And then, yeah, we'll just pass the turn, I guess. We could Sunlance something. Maybe we just Sunlance the... They don't have a sack effect. Yeah, let's just pass. We can maybe Sunlance something else. We could have actually hit the insect token, I guess. Oh, Mortician Beetle, there you are. Do they realize we make infinite? Maybe they don't. Maybe they don't. Maybe they have double removal spell. No, they don't. Maybe they've never seen this combo before. Have I got news for you? Attack. Attack with everything, that's fine. We're going to be here for a while. At least the combo's easy. They need an F6, but, you know. Alright, now I've F6'd. Let's just make just a metric crap ton. I'll try not to click so much you don't hear it in the mic. But this is what I'm talking about. Look at this. Look at this. Spin this like a Beyblade, you know? Get some. These are more elves than I've had hot dinners, mate. Gonned it. Just gonned them out, bro. And I'm just going to do this until they concede. Yeah, there we go. All right. Next game. I do like the Sun Lancers now. I still like all the other removal spells, though. I still like the bodyguards. I just want to keep everything. We just cut the strands and just try and get them a bit faster with all the other stuff. Because consumption gets around strands anyway. This hand feels a lot slower. They mold as well. I think we keep it though. We gain a lot of life. We have something to answer one of their threats. And we have a way to get a part of the combo. So I don't hate it. I think we just keep this. They mold to 5, which is pretty sad. There's a problem with this deck, and I've faced it as well, is that you sometimes mold to Oblivion, and you keep these weird like 1-land hands, and you need at least 2 really to get anywhere, which is just a bit sad. Like you really need that extra land to keep that speed up, because now I'm just going to go land into commune into whatever. These are all good cards. Probably even just block that, to be honest. Force them to use the Shambler early if they attack. Yeah. Yeah, probably isn't worth it to attack. So now we have two of those. It's pretty good. Let's just go commune with God. With the gods. Singular. Okay. So there's one Presence of Gond here. Let's just take the Midnight Guard. It's a bit sad that that's already gone. We'll take it. We'll take the Midnight Guard. Sad we lose all the other the Presence of Gond. It just means we've got a plan, you know. Normally their decks run Duress over, I think there's a creature one in Pauper, a creature Duress. But because of that, essentially we can just jam these, we collect the Midnight cards and hope we just rip the Gond off the top. It is a lot harder for them to win though from this perspective. Like they can keep playing the 1/1 stuff, but you know. Yeah. That's fine. I'll take 1. I'll just Village Ratsing it. Oh, they got the sneaky 1 damage in, did they? So hopefully they get their swamp that they need. It's such a low land count, the swamps, really. Okay. This is interesting. I kind of don't want to play the Midnight Guard unless I have protection for it. Also, they need 1 land though. Maybe we just play the Gond out. And then worst case scenario, we just have this double destroy evil, generous Ent hand. I heard that's good, so we'll just keep that as is. Makes me think if we should run some like recommissions or something like that, but recommission doesn't target enchantments. Yeah, you can hit with the squirrel, that's fine. Actually, I'll probably even just block the squirrel, so then we have a turn next turn. Oh, yeah, just Village Ratsing it. Well, they're getting closer to a swamp, hopefully. Oh, come on. They didn't. No, that's not good for them. Well, this is going to spell disaster for them. We're going to play this and just Sunlance this, and then we'll attack for 3. This is probably going to make them to concede potential. Oh, they don't. That's good. We'll just crack in. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it was pretty unlucky in their last game for them. All right, on the play. Let's get a good hand here. Come on, deck. Give me a good hand. Ooh. It's close. We're so close. I think we do mulligan, actually. I think we need some other action. How's his head worse? I think we're mulling to 5, though. They're keeping 7, which is scary. This hand, look, it's better. We'll keep it. Let's get rid of this one. And maybe just Journey so we can rumble. And then we'll go get a We just play this, we get a forest. I think it's fine. We could go like plains. Yeah, sorry, it was probably actually correct to go like plains veteran and then play bodyguard and then fetch a forest on turn 2. But alas, here we are now. Okay, see, we're getting places now. Let's just play a Lunite veteran. They look like they may be spread or something like that. Snow-covered islands. Oh, they're poison control. Okay, let's play this. Let us rumble in the Thigh Jungle. And yeah, Journey's pretty piss poor. I guess we just take the plains. We're pretty far off playing anything else. Yeah, just take the plains. And then we'll play, oh, yep, gain life, play the bodyguard. And let's just get in. Get in for 1. And then pray we draw a Gond. We've been through the top 12. Now we need a Gond. Give me a rumble, give me a commune. Let's get a garden play, you know? Not a bodyguard, we already got one of those. But these poison control decks, they take a long while to get off the ground, you know what I mean? That's not what I wanted. There's no point, we just attack for 2. And we just get a plains. Thin the deck out. I mean, they're doing a very good job proliferating here. Alright, let's just go get a plains. And just absolutely pray to the magic gods we get a guard. Come on deck, give me a guard. They have to clean up. They've been missing land drops, obviously. That is not what we want. We technically have the same clock right now. We're dealing 2, they're technically dealing 2 as well. If they're just doing infect once a turn. Alright. That's an absolute... well, at least we've got a place for a journey to nowhere. We can continue our... I might put the Gond on the... It sounds crazy, but I might put the Gond on the spawn token and just make Mon-Mons every turn. Is that crazy? It feels crazy. It feels so crazy. I think we do it. Let's live a little late. I think we're too far off the combo. Let's make a 1-1 and then we'll just get in. And it's, you know, we just make one every turn. I wish you did that last turn though. Sometimes you just gotta Gond a random creature, you know? Alright, they're proliferating a lot. They need to land though. And we have them in 3 turns, so we're not doing too badly. I mean, we die to like an Arms of Hadar or whatever. 8. That's legit. Let's just do this now. Create a 1-1. And I'm gonna play this in case they have Spell Pierce, and then we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're gonna tap the bodyguard. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is the other side of the Comborino here. Look at this. Look at these elves. And we just get in. Get in for 2, and then suddenly we got 3 turns. 3 turns and they're done. We got 4, 6, 7, 8. They have to proliferate a lot, and they have to use all their 2 draws. Oh, no, not Drown in Sorrow. That's so mean. That's so mean. Why you got that main deck, bro? We'll see what we draw. If we draw an Ent, I think we're having a laugh. Give me an Ent. That's not going to cut the mustard. Let's go to a game 2. I wasn't expecting a main deck round. I'm sorry, that's so brutal. Let's just bring in pulses. I don't think much else matters. The strands really don't matter, and the Lunite veterans really don't matter. We just want the combo. What works though? Sometimes I guess hit that silly creature, but they proliferate with that. The Fairy Macabres don't do anything. I mean, this is technically better creature than Lunite veterans, so I guess we bring that in. See how this goes. I think we still keep in the Screeches as well. We'll see how it goes. Okay, alright, we're on the play. Let's see what we've got here. This hand's good, alright. Pilgrim into probably just Rumble. And then we can save these bodyguards for the guard, you know? There's Pulse in the back. Beautiful card. Probably helps that we're not mulling to 5 either. Alright. Forest, let's get some business, you know? Boom. The old Avacyn's Pilgrim. Oh, poison control. Oh, depletion counter? Jesus. Yeah, let's just hit them with a rumble. Pick up part of the combo. Pay a land. Last turn. See, now we're cooking. I don't know why they didn't just wait, because I'd be worried to play the guard outright because of counter spells and whatnot. Well, isn't the guard? Oh, what do we do? Let's play the guard and just play a bodyguard. Because it's just it's, you know, a decent-ish clock. And then we can commune with our remainders and just get in for 4. Midnight Guard survives Drown and Sorrow, which is nice. Yep, you can proliferate. That is fine with me. Can we just rip it off the top? That'd be excelente. And then you proliferate, so you never lose those. That's such a cool effect, doing that. Alright. That is not what I wanted. Let's just fire off this commune now. That's not good. We'll get that. Let's just play another bodyguard. In case they have more. With Vigilance doesn't matter here either. Is that a Battle Screech? Actually, I didn't realize I had the Battle Screech, sorry, in the graveyard. So I could have flashed that back. I think it's still better to do that, which is silly of me. Because I could have gone in for a cheeky 2 there. Yeah. Cast it beforehand, then attack for 2. But alas, here we are. Waiting for a Gond off the top. Why is it such a corked name? Saprazin Scary. Is a little bit scary when you think about it. It's got 6 cards in hand. Holy crap. All these proliferate cards just say draw a card on them. Literally just all these. Poison card, proliferate. Yep, there we go. So we might be pretty cooked here. Alright, deck. Give me... That's not what I wanted. Getting creature land doesn't do much for me. I think we just attack and play another Midnight Guard. Let's just bring the Pound Town. Is this 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Yeah, I guess so. I guess we just all aboard the pain train. I hope you have a ticket. It's not lethal though. We can drop them. I mean, it's 2 more turns, which is not going to get there. We really need to draw a Gondos. They must try and, they must want to fire off a Drown and Sorrow now. Like, surely. Anticipate, but also proliferates. How's this power creep? Back in my day, we had Anticipate. Worldly Council. I mean, back then they had Impulse, I guess, which was 4. But yeah, they get all the land, the counters back. We're on a healthy 6. Maybe I do need to get like a rally effect. Maybe I do need to do that. We've got a lot of white creatures in play. If we just had Guardians played here, we just W them, just dome them for a lot. Okay. Yep. Can we just get a Gond, please? Give me a Gond. That is not a Gond. It's the same converted mana cost of Gond. Yeah, so what was it? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Let's not attack with the Absence Pilgrim. Let's just attack with the rest of the clowns. And then likely just play a pulse and a standard bearer, I guess. Just can't even do that. Maybe we were meant to end and just try and grab something. Probably should have cycled the Ent a while ago, actually. Well, let's just cycle it now. Just get a forest, play Pulse. And just get back the bodyguard, I think. The Standard Bearer doesn't really cut the mustard here. Likely doesn't really matter. Been through a lot of our deck and no sign of a Gond in sight. Doesn't that just trouble you? It troubles me. Six cards in hand. Surely they can get, was it 2, 4, 6, 8? I mean, if they have 4 more of the 2 mana things, they can proliferate. Drown in Sorrow. Okay. We will just give this Pro Black. We were waiting for the Drown in Sorrow. It was going to come. Okay, we'll just give that Pro Black, I guess, again. Let's have another one. Yeah, we'll just name Pro Black on that. Then that doesn't happen, that fizzles. We just name Blue, I guess. All that stuff dies. Horrible, painful death. If only we could do 2 extra damage. I'm really thinking about an Anthem effect, that's for sure. Yeah, that's a good card. Very good card. Alright, deck. We got 3 cards left. Let's just pulse. That's funny, we can target their creature. Pulse for a bodyguard. And then we'll just get 4 damage on board. And then we'll see if they can get us with their 3 remaining cards. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. Alright. Play the bodyguard. Let's go play it all now. And then let's get him for 2. I know the vigilance doesn't really matter. I'm just playing fast. It's like, here's what we have. Do you have a thing to get us with this? Yes and or no. That's a good one. I assume they just have the last proliferate here. There we go. Alright, GG. Alright, this is our next match. This hand, look, it's bit slow, but we've got interaction, then we just raw dog straight into a Midnight Guard. We're playing against likely control here, which is probably not the best, but that's okay. We'll just go Forest Go. This is probably what I'm trying to work out, what we do against control. Yeah, Familiars just seems like not good for us. Anyway, we're going to do this Journey to Nowhere and play it, and then it will tell you targeting this, which means a lot of their other stuff won't be as good. I'm just hoping we can just go Midnight Guard, Presence of Gond, and that's that. Hopefully they just tap out. They probably run some flashback shenanigans though. They're brainstorming now as well. Okay, makes sense. I like Familiars, man. But that's okay. We're gonna go. We're just gonna raw dog a Midnight Guard, and then they're not gonna have anything. They're gonna have no interaction, and then we're just gonna play this beautiful Presence of Gond, and that's the end of that chapter. All right, deck. Okay, another Presence of Gond. So this means we can actually kind of just raw dog it now, pretty well. They do have a lot of mana. They played Islands. They have 4 mana, so they can essentially play like another Sunscape or whatever. But another bodyguard would be absolutely OP. Absolutely. We could even wait and do the Presence of Gond when we know they're not going to do anything else. C3 untapped land. That's not what I want. Let's play this. Let's just crack him for 2, and then we'll play Battle Screech, flashback Battle Screech. Because it will untap. This is what I wanted to try anyway. This is our other way out of the game, you know. All right, we go Battle Screech, and then this beautiful card says it untaps when a creature comes into play. They might even just snap it here. They don't. And we should still get priority here. Oh, they want to snap it now? So mean. Yeah, they did have a snap. So it was worth it for us not to go a bit crazy, you know? Alright, we just pass. We have to sow some doubt into their minds that we don't have anything. That's what we need to do. Alright, that doesn't matter. We're going to make one metric F-ton of thingos. Okay. Let's just go attack with... Oh, do we attack with the birds? Let's attack with... B. Absence Pilgrim. Let's not attack with the birds. Let's play a Midnight Guard. It probably is going to get countered now. Let's be real here. This looks like it prohibits, you say. Alright. Now I feel like an absolute knob, but you know, that's fine. I should have just played it pre-combat and then seen if we could have gotten away with it. Archaeomancer, get back prohibits. That is cringe. The problem is our removal spells are sorcery speed and they likely just have ephemerate. If they have ephemerate, they've locked this one up big time. Unless they want to use that. Maybe I just went too hard on the Gond. Too early. Too early on the Midnight Guard. Okay, let's see what we got here. Journey to Nowhere. We are going to journey the crap, ever-leveling crap out of that Archaeomancer here. We do not want that to exist. They probably have... yeah, let's commune first. Let's just see what we have, you know. We have Kraken. Generous End is not what I had on the menu. Because we actually want to play this and then flash back to Battle Screech. Bing. Bong. Bing. Alright. If we draw a land, we can just play a Generous End. It's not terrible. The old Mole Drifter. And they hardcast it as well. How interesting. I think what's sad for us is we're now about a third through and they neutered our Midnight Guard. Maybe we need to run like a Mortuary Mire in this deck. Is that too crazy? I definitely should have held back the Midnight Guard. Okie doke. Get on my deck. The annoying thing is it's got flying. So we have 4 cards. I've got Mole Drifter. I just don't think we can win from here anyway. They can do the flying. We don't have a lot of stuff that's probably good against them. I haven't really planned for this part. Because we just bring the pulses. The Masked Vandals seem a bit average. Some Lancers. Destroy Evils don't really hit a lot. They hit the Faithful, but the lifelink doesn't matter too much. Maybe instead of Journeys... No, I think the Journeys are still better. What do we want to cut? I don't think the Battle Screeches matter as much. I think we just need to win, you know, just hardcore combo. If that doesn't work, then I don't know what will. Yeah, hopefully the pulses do something. I wonder if we give it do a way to give it haste or something like that. Do we splash red? Is that crazy? Let's have a look. All cards that give haste in Pauper. I wonder if it runs... What's that, Is Anger legal? No, it's probably like a rare or something, isn't it? I think it is. We're obviously going to play. Yeah, Anger's not a reliable card. We have to mull this, sadly. The hand's not great. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is the hand with chess. We probably should have gotten rid of the strands. We didn't really want the strands. But that's okay. We'll just do it this way. Let's go to Absence Pilgrim. And let's just pray to the Magic Gods. We get a... We'll anything for this damn Midnight Guard. Let's Just going to land pass. All right, we're going to go planes. Let's play this. There it is in all its beauty. Love the card. Yeah, brainstorm. They have to essentially keep up. They can't even keep up prohibit. They need to keep up with Raven Charm, but that doesn't do anything either. Well, yeah, it targets the enchantment, I guess. In our turn, we can just go Lunite Veteran, Standard Bearer. They do run prohibit though, which is a little bit sad. But if I get one combo off, I'm happy, bro. I'm happy as this. This is like when I was thinking when I was driving home from work today. I was like, when I played this Gond deck, how do I beat Blue-White Control? Because I really feel like I can't. Are they just gonna accept it here? The tap land. Okay, so we just rip a Gond off the top, baby. We're laughing. That is not a Gond off the top. Well, let's just play this. Let's attack for 2. And let's just play out all the rest of these clowns. Let's go Bing Bong. And then... Oh, sorry, I was meant to play it. But the life gain doesn't matter against this anyway. Like, there's no hope winning this. We're winning with the combo. And we just sacrifice this. Give me a Gond, bro. Where's my Gond? All we have is a land left. And this is Seagate Oracle. Okay. Can we draw a commune? They've brick-walled us here. Just let me hit a good old commune off the top into a Gond. Or a Gond. That's not what I want. We've got to cast it anyway, and we're just going to get in with all our clowns. The circus is here, buddy. The circus is here. And we'll just hold the forest so they think we have, like, I don't know, something silly, like a 1-mana protection spell or something like that. And they got 7 cards in hand. So they played a Seagate Oracle, and they now have 7 cards, or 8 cards in their hand now. Okay. This also means that they don't have a prohibit. So again, if we draw a Gond, a commune, how dare they snap that? And they get all their mana back. It snaps so good. Holy crap. You're gonna hit me with that ephemerate? Go on, do it. Come on, you gotta ephemerate it, bro. It's probably not even worth it. They've got like 1 billion cards in their hand. They are ephemerating. That is cooked. At least we can Standard Bearer before the ephemerate. Oh no, they can do it in response to the ephemerate trigger. Just give me a Gond off the top, dog. Give me a Gond. Yeah, see, that wasn't that good. They have to, I mean, drawing a bunch of cards turns out is very good. Let's attack with the Midnight Guard. Bing. And then we'll play other Midnight Guard, we'll play other Standard Bearer, and then, you know, we've had a lot of fate. Like, if we literally drew the combo, it would have been absolutely fantastic, but alas, here we are. We have our 3-mana pseudo-vigilance soldiers here. Are they soldiers? Yeah, they look like, yeah, they're human soldiers. There you go. Alright, they all on tap. Midnight Guard's probably good with a bit of Convoke action, you know? Get some cheap stuff out there. It's annoying that the Ephemerate can only target their creatures. I'm going to be busted, actually, if it could target anything. So they've got 10 cards in hand. I feel like they can quite easily put a Gond away if we drew one. We really need to just draw one of our enablers, really. All right, there's a snap. It's all free. Archimancer, what? Get back Ephemerate? Look at all these untapped triggers I get. Echoing Truth. Alright, I've seen enough. They got 1 billion cards in hand. So just a quick wrap up here. This deck, I liked it a lot. I think probably what we needed to do, the mana base felt quite polarizing. I think we've had that in other decks anyway. We probably want to lean more into green. Like these cards can wait. The Lunite Veteran you can play on turn 1, but maybe just playing like a tapped land and or playing the Absence Pilgrim is the way you want to go. So I like the idea of the Deceptive Landscapes. I don't mind actually running a Mortuary Mire maybe, just to be able to get back like a Midnight Guard if I need to, or a Standard Bearer just for a bit of extra protection. Besides that, the Journey to Nowhere, I think they're still probably the correct choice because we can commune with gods. Then probably the right number on the Standard Bearers. I would like the idea of probably running some kind of recommission effect. You could splash red in this deck to do like a haste kind of dealio, just to get heaps of creatures out. I think Impili Pala is also another direction this deck could go. I guess in terms of the matchups that we played some very specific matchups. We didn't really get to use these Fairy Macabres too much with these Mars Vandals. I feel like this kind of does have a cool like green white value engine going. You got these Mars Vandals as well, which are good. The other reason I kind of want to splash red is with Malevolent Rumble and Commune with the Gods, and we're milling over, and we're doing the battles creatures and getting some Lunar veterans on the offcuts. We could run Rally the Peasants, and we have won a lot by playing a lot of 1/1 birds and then casting Rally the Peasants. And it's not consistent with just white creatures, so also the Absence Pilgrims, and even if we just get some green elves in play, we just chuck it on like a veteran or something like that, it could actually work. But the mana base gets a lot worse. It could just be a splash with maybe gates or something like that. Like you run the gates or like the Thriving Grove or something. Probably just the groves, and then there you run all the white and green ones, and then sometimes you might just tap it for red. That could work. Maybe running 6 of those instead of like the landscapes or something like that, because we've got the Absence Pilgrims now, so we're not that much punished by untapped lands. Besides that, I mean, the Pulse Marasas, I think they're still pretty good. They could just be recommissions though. If you're getting like a particular creature back and they're not like a giant creature, like the Generous Ents, then you could just run a recommission, get back the Midnight Guard as a 3/4, and then it can't be Bolter or anything like that. Anyway, you let me know what you think about this deck, and we'll probably run it again, and I'll make some updates based on that. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.